Hey everybody, Mary and Carlin here, and I have a special treat with you guys. I have one of my most significant mentors in my life. Now, many of you might know that I've been in the relationship space for some time, about 8 years. And if you've been to my website, heard my backstory, you know before I became a speaker and a life coach, and I've written a couple things. You know, I was in the financial arena for a very long period of time. A lot of my story is a lot like The Pursuit of Happiness. If you've ever seen Will Smith, who portrayed Chris Gardner, a lot of my story was just like that. I was never homeless. But boy, let me tell you something. I had some major adversities in the financial arena and some major disappointments and some major painstakes that ended up leading me to Wall Street. I ended up having major success on Wall Street. I ended up meeting some of the top traders in the world before I became this. So the significance of why I am here today and why my brother is here today is because we're doing something powerful. We're doing something that's never, I feel like it's never been done before. This person who I have to the right of me is the very first person that introduced me to trading. The very first person that introduced me to trading. And on my very first trade that I ever made, I'll never forget this because it transformed my life. I made $373 in less than 3 seconds. And when I experienced that electronically, this was over almost 20 years ago, a whole world opened up to me that I didn't even know existed. And this person to the right of me, my brother, he's been my brother for almost 20, I've known him almost more than 20 years. My brother, Chris Hawk. Chris, say hello to everybody.
Hey, everybody. Good to be here.
Go ahead, bro.
I appreciate that. The reason why we're coming together is to make a difference in other people's lives through trading. I was fortunate enough, this is back in 2000, so 16 years ago, I was fortunate enough to meet a gentleman online, kind of like what you're doing with us right now. I met a guy online. His name was Al. He was 53 years old. At that time, I was 29, and I met him on a website, and and he was, and it just intrigued me because, I watched him do his trades. He would actually say, "Hey, I'm going to trade this, or I'm going to trade that," and he had results, and so I basically private messaged him, and I said, "Hey, it seems like you know what you're doing. I'd like to get more information." So he said, "Hey, here's my number. Give me a call." So I was like, "Wow." So I called him up, and his name was Al. He was 53. I lived in Oklahoma. I still live in Oklahoma. He lived in Maryland, and he said, "Well, I've been doing this for 20 years. I make over $30,000 a month." And I was like, "Wow."
Wow.
I wasn't. He was making $30,000 a month. I wasn't, bottom line. And I wanted to. And so he basically pointed me in the right direction. Said, "Chris, if you'll get this, and this ought to send you in the right direction." And I basically followed what he said to do. And that's really one of the keys of success, is attaining success, is having a mentor.
Amen.
So I had a mentor who'd been doing it for 20 plus years, making $30,000 a month. And ironically speaking, I followed and listened to what he said to do. And then I started making
all that
money as well. And then, we got together, and just like Mary said, I mean, it's life-changing when you can impact somebody else's life financially in a positive way. And that's what we're here to do, is to come together to help make a difference in your life through trading and stuff. It's just, in my opinion, trading's not easy.
Yes.
But it's learnable. If you're coachable and you're teachable, that's the key to help facilitate success for you. If you're coachable and teachable, and that's why we're coming together to do this for you. So that way you'll have the success that we've been fortunate enough to attain.
It's interesting how all of this has taken place, guys, and I appreciate all of you still being here and listening. There's a team that's come together. We've created Trading to Win for you. from everything that I know Chris has learned over almost a 20-year period, everything that I ended up learning, actually getting the opportunity to go to New York and be a part of the Wall Street elite. We've learned a lot of things, and we've learned basically trading is not what you do, it's really what you don't do. So we've developed this particular course and this particular curriculum and this particular program for you to be able to begin to have the right steps to win. There will be a multiplex of steps for you to be able to learn how to do that, and it's going to take a lot of discipline. Like Chris said, is it difficult? Yes. But is it doable? Yes. You have to have the right mentor in order to do it. And we've come together as a collective team with Trading to Win for you all to really embrace the 4 F's. Well, Mary and Chris, what are the 4 F's? Well, we believe that it's faith first, family second, fitness third, and finance. So it's not just you being able to be disciplined enough, would you agree, Chris? But it's also trading to win teammates, because we want you to become our teammates. There's a lot of emotional intelligence. Wouldn't you agree, Chris, that goes
absolutely.
into it?
You bet. I mean, it's, in trading, when your emotions become stable, then your income will become stable when it comes to the trading aspect. Because that's what a lot of traders are dealing with right now, is they're on this emotional roller coaster, and their income is the same way. It's this roller coaster. And we're here to try to help you get off the roller coaster and get on a simple, steady stream where, hey, now we're consistently and steadily making profits. That's what really makes a difference in trading, is consistency and steady progress, and without the emotional baggage that a lot of, because I dealt with it as well. All of us deal with it as well when you first start trading, is the emotional side of it, and that's paramount.
I remember that first week that I sat beside you. I remember this, guys, and this was a true story. I had to go to my chiropractor, and I didn't have the courage at the time to tell my chiropractor what I was doing. And in the first week that I became exposed to this juggernaut, this $1 trillion a year daily, industry. I had success that first week, but guys, and I had that success because I had the right mentor. Again, I would have failed, but I had that success because I had the right mentor. Let me say this again. I had the right success because I had the right mentor. But I was stressed, physically stressed. My chiropractor, he couldn't even believe I was as tight as like 22 snare drums. I was tight. He was like, man, what are you doing? Are you trading? I was like, yeah, I really am. But I didn't have the guts to tell him that. I didn't have the courage to tell him that, but I was. So the emotional intelligence of this is just as important. If you're somebody who has been in trading, and Chris, please elaborate. And guys, we're glad that you're still here. If this is truly resonating with you, tell the audience a little bit on what it's like to trade and not have any success. Like, what are these guys? What do you know that these guys are already feeling if they're not having any success trading? Because you've had so much success trading.
Well, I know that they're just struggling because, and it all goes back to what Marion said, is you have to have a mentor. That's where it all begins, is having a mentor. Because like I had Al. Al, 53 years old in Maryland. So that's what made the difference for me, is he set me on the right track. And that's what we want to do for you as well, is just set you on the right course to your journey of success in trading. And so that's why we've come together, is to help collapse your learning curve. Because why keep doing what you're doing? Einstein said, as the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. And so we want to bring consistency to what you're doing, because that's one of the biggest factors of failure and success in anything, trading included business, is being inconsistent. And so we want to bring you a level of consistency that you've never had before. And that's what I believe that we can offer for you.
Yeah, wouldn't you say for a trader that a trader's feeling a couple of things? If a trader, he takes a trade, and I know I'm speaking from my own experience, when I didn't know what I didn't know, I would get in a trade too early and I would leave a trade too late. I would get in a trade where I left too late and I didn't get in the trade early enough. I would get in the trade and the trade would be running regardless of whether it runs up or down. We don't care, long or short, because everybody, the stock market exists because people make money in it every single day.
Like
Disgusting.
people are being inconsistent in their trading. They're putting way too many trades on, and so what we've done is we've narrowed it down. The system that we want to teach you is I call it simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. It's a level of discipline. Where you're only going to do five trades or less.
Okay. I gotta interrupt you. It's so good. Okay, he's got so much knowledge, guys, that you all have already probably listened to us for like 13 to 14, maybe 15 minutes, which we're very grateful for. We decided to make a video like this and put ourselves out there because we really want to create the 4 F's for you.
Yes.
And we want to do this by extending this conversation further. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, absolutely.
Extending this conversation further in a webinar that we're going to have.
Yes.
How about we create a webinar for our audience?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what we want you guys to do is click the link below. That's all you have to do. Click the link below and you guys will be invited. You'll get the proper information to be invited for a webinar. And Chris, you can begin to expound on these your 5 trading disciplines that you want to you would like to teach traders with Trading2Win. What you're also going to get is you're going to get not just levels of trading, but I want to teach you. Kennedy, who is not here with us, he wants to teach you. And our other colleagues will be able to teach you the 4 F's with faith, with family, with fitness, and with finance, how you can be a trader and have all of it, not just have money, because I know from your experience, you can make trading and making money is pretty, would you say it's not easy, but it's doable? Is that fair to say? It's very doable. Oh,
yes. I mean, having the right, and it all goes back to mentorship. It is doable having the right information, the right mentor. I had the right mentor, set me on the right track.
Yeah, and I'm not even going to go into how much money he's made. I'm not going to go into that, but I will say this, and it is the truth. He took a very small amount, and he turned that small amount into a large amount. And from that experience, from getting that experience and winning with Chris, I had a burning desire to take it to the next level, which got me to Wall Street. So guys, I'm here and Chris is here because we're really speaking from heart. We're just men who love our faith. We're just men who love people.
Yes.
And we really love seeing people win. So that's why we wanted to get in this demographic with Trading2Win, because we want you guys to win. So
that's right.
So guys, click the link. I promise you there'll be more. And I want you to remember this from my perspective, is that if you're not given, you're just not living. Chris has given his life to so many people. He's touched my life miraculously. He's mentored many people in the trading arena, and they've had success, and I've had success, and we want you to have that success, but we also want you to have success in faith. We want you to have success in family. We want you to have success in fitness, and we want you to have definite success, and it's the reason why you're here.
In finance.
In finance. So guys, cheers and God bless, guys. We look forward to talking to you real soon.
I will see you.